This storm was something that was not expected. We've all been through tropical depressions, hurricanes in the past, and it wasn't to this magnitude. We all woke up that morning thinking that everything was going to be normal. It was going to be a little Hurricane 3, and that we would just carry on our day as soon as it was over. And about 4 o'clock that morning, we started getting the notifications that the storm had built overnight. If you wanted to evacuate, now's the time. That was a hard decision for people to make, because once you have an evacuation in order and people start getting on the roads, you do run the risk of being stranded on the road.
When we left here that Tuesday at 1 o'clock, because we closed early, we fully anticipated to be back Thursday morning, because it was a 3, and it spooled up so quick, so fast, and you pray and you hunker down because it is very scary.
Everybody was not only scared, they were also in shock. You never thought that you would look out your window and see pieces of houses flying by you, people holding doors shut just to keep the wind from taking them out of their house. And we have a lot of people who tell us on a regular basis that they moved from room to room waiting for the roof to completely be ripped off their house.
We've lived here our whole lives, been through about 30 hurricanes. Never anything like this. And we've probably never understood what anybody else has gone through.
Everybody that was able came out of your neighbors and people you didn't even know. Everybody walks out in the street, and you thank God you're alive to start with.
I mean, everything is different. Whenever you're trying to get to your house, it's like you'll pass your road because nothing looks the same.
Not everybody is financially okay to be able to sustain this. You have some people that are paycheck to paycheck. And whenever you have no house and they're charging outrageous amounts for rent at places, there's nowhere for them to go.
After the storm, a lot of people didn't have work, and you go from 2-income household down to 1-income household. It's hard.
When the disaster first happened, we had to get people there immediately. Our main priority is checking on our credit unions. We put out a call to action and people just came out of the woodwork. That's really part of the credit union philosophy of people helping people.
So every morning I had to get up and drive from Graceville, and that was a drive. And Julie called me and she just basically said, "So what's going on?" And I was like, "Well, we're spending $100 a day in gas between me and my wife driving to work and back every day, and it's just a lot of stress. You work your whole life, you save, you build, everything you have you lose in about 5 hours." And I got a direct deposit from the league on the 19th, which was 9 days after the hurricane. So the league took care of me in 9 days, and my insurance company took 58 days. The stress of the storm is not as bad as not knowing where the money's going to come from.
We also have people with boots on the ground trying to go to the impacted areas, make sure everyone's okay, see what immediate needs are, and then we regroup, get materials together for them, see what the best way is for us to help them, and try to help them in any way that we possibly can.
They brought in burner phones. They brought supplies to a few of our offices, such as gas for the generators. They brought us food, flashlights, toothpaste. They brought us anything and everything they could possibly think of to bring us.
There was one particular employee that her husband required a certain formula for a feeding tube that he was on, and they were not able to get that because the stores were closed. So we were able to assist by getting cases of that formula and taking it to them.
You don't know what you need until you need it. Probably one of the biggest things is saying, if you think of something you need, call us. We'll be there.
During Hurricane Michael and the aftermath, it was just amazing to see the amount of outpouring of support, not only from fellow Crayons in Florida and Alabama and system supporters and system partners, but also all of our credit union community from around the country, really understanding the nature of this disaster, the scope of it, and being willing to stand up. There's no way that we would have been able to do what we did without the support of all of you. So thank you very much for that support.